What is up? Thank you so much for clicking into this video here. Thank you for reaching out, for being interested. I'm so excited at the potential of working with you. I'm fired up because tech sales has changed my life. And why I'm here, why I'm offering this program, why I want to work with you is because I want it to change yours too. Welcome to Sword Advisory. This is entry-level tech sales coaching to help you cut through the noise and secure a job in tech sales. So why are you here? Well, you might be someone that wants to increase your income rapidly. 2023 data says that entry-level tech sales development representatives made an average of 80K entry level. Doesn't matter if you have a college degree, doesn't matter if you have certifications, anyone can break in. The barrier of entry to land an SDR job is so low, but you need to be someone that works hard. So if you're looking to break in and make that kind of money, by the way, the SDR career trajectory, especially in tech sales, you hit six figures within 2 years. It's fast and there's a lot of money to be made. I know people that make over 500 grand in tech sales, 350 grand, 250 grand. The money is here. You want a path to financial freedom and the ability to control your earning potential and destiny. You want to work in a flexible role that gives you the ability to work remote. That allows you to be present for your passions, your family, and grow a successful career in a stable field. Tech sales is where it's at, guys. Tech is just starting, right? Like there is so much technology that hasn't even been built yet, especially around AI. Tech sales will be here forever. So very stable career field, especially knowing the tips, the tactics that I'm going to teach you about how to break in, how to land interviews. You're going to be able to take that not only in your job search, but also directly into your SDR role. Because what we're going to do is I'm going to teach you how to do the job to get the job. So you're a fit for this program if you want to break into tech sales and change your life. Why me? I'm a seasoned SDR leader. I've been doing this for 4.5 years. I've built and led multiple SDR programs that have generated over $100 million in pipeline and over $15 million in revenue. I'm an expert coach and hiring manager. I've interviewed hundreds of SDRs. I've managed over 60 and I've hired over 30 with a 93% success rate. I've only had a few SDRs that I hired that weren't ultimately a good fit. For the most part, I know exactly what I'm doing and who needs to be in this role to be successful. I've been plugged in the industry. I've gotten some amazing opportunities to work with some amazing people, podcasts, different rankings, stuff like that. But the biggest reason why I'm doing this is personal for me. I'm going to click forward and show you a slide. In 2016, I was a 5-year drug addict. I failed college twice and I wound up in a jail cell. That is my mugshot. My W-2 in 2016 was $24,000. I worked a variety of different jobs, busboy, dishwasher, soccer coach, just random things. I did not have my life together at all. 4 years later, I break into tech sales. I get married to my beautiful wife. I graduate college and I'm an entry-level SDR and my W-2 was $99,000. 4 years later, as a drug addict, college dropout, yada, yada. 2023, last year, I'm now a husband, a father. I'm a founder of a software startup, and I'm also an SDR leader. My W-2 said $194,000 on it. I don't share that to boast or brag at all. I share that because Jesus Christ and tech sales changed my life, and I want to see your story on here as well, where you're coming in from nothing and you've grown your career to be wildly successful so that you can go accomplish whatever dreams you have. For me, again, I was in that jail cell, had no doors open for me, but giving my life to Christ and having doors open for me, people willing to invest in me and support me, changed it all. So I want to do the same for you. It's the least I can do. I have to pay this forward. I've gotten to work with a lot of people and help them break into tech sales. These are different reviews, different people that have reached out and said, hey, your stuff changed my life. I landed a job, yada, yada. I love helping people, but there's 4 people in specific that I want to call out that I've been able to really help break into tech sales. So if we look at these 4 guys here, Tyler, I helped him break into Rattle as an SDR. His first year, he made $86,000. He's now an account executive at Rattle. I don't know what he's making, but he's making a lot of money as an AE at Rattle only a few years in. Daniel Zuniga, he came in as a BDR at a company called Unit 21, making $80K right off the bat. He formerly was working at, I think, T-Mobile just as like a sales representative there. And maybe you make 50, 60K. And he is now an account manager at Discovery Org, like the Discovery Org. And he's clearing six figures like crazy. Mitch Mulvill got him a job at Phenom. He worked for it. I partnered with him though, shared the strategy, the mindset, everything he needed, broke in 80K right out of college, good to go. He went to community college as well, didn't even do a full degree, and he's making that kind of money. He now works at alarm.com. He's in sales ops and he's clearing six figures. Kaysen Gavidia helped him land a job at PlanHub, 100K out the gate. Now he's an account executive at a company called Keeper, and he is clearing north of 150K and well on his way to a very big career. I've got some video testimonies here.
As I was breaking into tech sales, Jack was able to help me revise my resume.
And I won't make you listen to all of them, but I do want to show you that these journeys are possible, and this journey could be yours right here. So he was actually an analyst at Deloitte when he first started, and he wanted to break into tech sales, didn't want the red tape of an organization to stunt his growth and his earning potential. So said, Jack, I need help breaking into tech sales. We connected. I ran him through my program and boom, landed a great job. Now he's an account executive. Moving forward to Kaysen.
As I was breaking into...
Same thing. I'm not going to force you to...
there. My name's Kaysen Gavidia.
Listen to this, but if you want to watch these later, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, Kaysen, he was working for a family business in fitness. He was doing like gym sales, and he wanted to break into tech sales, liked the remote aspect of being able to work from home, and knew that the earning potential was way higher. So hit me up, same thing, ran him through the program, boom, nailed 100K entry-level SDR role. Moving forward, Mitch, same thing. Here's the video.
Looking to break into technology sales, I can't.
Not going to make you watch it, but he broke in, like I said, right out of college into tech sales, and he promoted quickly to a senior SDR. That's a pay increase right there. And now he is in sales ops at alarm.com. So what is this program? What am I even offering here? Well, look, the program is pretty simple. I will take you from having no experience to landing an SDR job in tech in an average of 27 days. Now, I can't guarantee the 27 days part, but those guys I've worked with took them an average of 27 days when I combine all of their timelines together. So this is a road to an 80K tech sales job, 100K plus career path. You'll be applying for jobs in 7 days with interviews lined up shortly after. You're going to get hours of coaching from me, one-on-one, no one else, myself invested in your success. And you're going to get access to my personal network of hiring managers. These are my friends, my peers. They trust me. And if I put them in front of a candidate and say, hey, this person's good to go, they're going to interview them. And you're also going to get in our community, Sword community, where we have a ton of support there as well. And with this program, I am giving a 90-day money-back guarantee. What this means is if you don't land an SDR job in 90 days upon completing this program, then you're going to get all of your money back risk-free. If I don't land you an SDR job, I didn't do my job. So I'm committing to you. I'm putting the risk on my shoulders saying I am so confident in what I can do to help you break into tech that you won't pay me a dime if I don't help you land a job in 90 days. The actual program components, this is, again, it can be completed as soon as 7 days where you are actually applying and probably landing interviews within 9 days. But it is flexible. I understand you might be in a situation where you can't just turn life off for the next week and go. So we can flex this program to your availability. If it takes you 3 weeks, that's okay. But if we can run through it in 7 days, if you wanted to go just turbo mode and start getting some interviews lined up, we could absolutely do that. Step one is an alignment call. That's what you and I will jump on if after this video, you think you want to give this program a shot. This is where we're going to understand your background, your goals, and see if this program is a fit for you. And by the way, see if I think you're a fit for this program. Because one thing I want to make clear is even though I'm guaranteeing you a job in 90 days, you are going to go earn it. You're doing the work. I'm showing you how. I'm giving you the tools, tips, tricks, but you're the one that has to go put in that work. So I might determine that, hey, you might not be a great fit for this program, but when we talk, we'll talk through that. We'll figure it out and see if it is a mutual fit or not. Once we know we're a fit, you're going to join the program. I'm going to put you in our community, give you the resources you need, and we're going to get going. So the first step is I'm going to run you through a complete training on how to format, prep, and tailor your resume with a template and how to level up your LinkedIn so that you look good in front of these hiring managers. And then once you're done with that, you're going to send me your updated resume, your updated LinkedIn, and even a cover letter template that I provide you for review so that I can make sure it looks good and we can move on to the next step. The next step is me reviewing that, and I'm going to make sure it looks perfect. Once the resume and LinkedIn are good to go, we're going to move on to outbound prep. So outbound prep, this is where I'm teaching you step by step how to do the job to get the job. I'm giving you access to tools like Apollo. I'm giving you access to tools like Call Blitz where you can cold call, and you are going to actually do this job so that when you jump on with hiring managers, you can confidently say, hey, I'm not an expert in this. I don't have X amount of years of experience, but over the past X amount of weeks, I've been cold calling. I've been using email campaigns. I've been using these tools that you are going to have to teach me anyway. So I'm ahead of the curve. So I'm going to teach you how to do all of that, how to outbound managers, hiring managers, leaders like myself to get their interest and get on their calendar for an interview. Then once you've gone through all that training and you're set up and you're ready to go, we're going to jump on for an hour together and we're going to go cold call SDR leaders together. And we're going to reach out. I'm going to be there for coaching, for support. I'm going to help you out with it. If you've never picked up a phone a day in your life, that's okay. I'm there for 1 hour to walk through this with you to make sure you're confident in reaching out to these hiring managers. Then we'll move forward and we'll get ready for the interview. So your LinkedIn, your resume, those are good to go. You know how to reach out to hiring managers now. Now you've got to get your interview prep because you are definitely going to be busy with interviews. So I've got a whole training, very comprehensive, on every interview question I would ask you as a hiring manager. I tell you the theory behind why I'm asking that as the hiring manager. And I'm also telling you what I look for in a response. And I give you suggested responses to these questions. So it is every question you could think of when it comes to an SDR SDR role interview and all of the theory and the answers behind acing that. Once you've gone through that, we're going to jump on for an hour together and we're going to go through a mock interview. We're going to do a mock interview, a mock role play, and a Q&A so that you feel 100% confident about the interviews that you're about to be very busy with. Because going back a step, the outbound process you learn will guarantee you interviews. And then the interview process you learn, the art behind it, will guarantee you success in those interviews. Once you've done that, I'm going to take you public. I'm going to put a referral on your LinkedIn. I'm going to post you to my network. I have over 8,000 followers on LinkedIn. I have a ton of SDR leader friends, and I'm going to do what I can to get you in front of leaders for an interview. Once we've done that, you're probably busy with interviews, but every day after that, you are going to continually add, as part of the outbound process, reaching out to hiring managers, you're going to add every job you're applying to a table so we can keep track of the jobs you're applying to, what the status is, who you need to get in touch with. And that way I can be there to make sure you're getting the responses you need, any help, any blockers, anything like that. You'll be in the Slack channel with me. You'll be able to ping me every day and say, hey, Jack, I heard back from 3 managers today. I've got 2 interviews scheduled, yada, yada, yada. So I will be in lockstep with you until that happens. And going to step 10, now you're plugged into the Sword community. And actually for 90 days, you're going to be able to be in that community with us for support, for help. I will be in there every single day responding to all of your questions, any issues you're having. I'm going to be there. And I'm also going to do a weekly training where you're going to be able to jump on with other people in the Sword program to talk about any topics top of mind, right? Hey, I'm really struggling with this interview question. Or, hey, how are you getting these hiring managers' attention? I need to try a new strategy. We're going to do that together. It's going to be a blast. So that is the program. No experience to landing an SDR job in tech in an average of 27 days. And if I don't land you a job in 90 days, you don't pay me a dime. Are you in?
As I was breaking into tech sales, Jack was able to help me revise my resume, and upgrade my LinkedIn game. We then planned an outbound approach that would not only get me interviews, but show hiring managers that I could already do the job I was applying for. Jack taught me how to prospect the hiring manager and personalize my outreach so that I was at least guaranteed the interviews. We then prepped interview questions, mock role plays, and how to tell my story. And this resulted in me not only having tons of awesome conversations with tons of organizations, but got me my first tech sales job as an SDR at Rattle. This was all because of the hard work we did and all the time Jack spent mentoring me. And now, just over a year later, I'm an account executive, and my career trajectory and earning potential are forever changed. If you're looking to break into tech sales, Jack's your guy.
Hey there, my name's Case Nvidia, and I want to take a minute here just to let you know exactly what Jack was able to help me with when I first got out of college and was looking on the prowl for a tech sales job. When I first met Jack, it was on the premise of looking for a tech sales position, and it wasn't necessarily remote that I was looking for, just something in tech sales. I knew I wanted to do sales. My dad did it for 30 plus years, so I figured I'd try, doing it the modern era, which is now seems to be on the computer or over the phone, not so much door to door. So we went over stuff like my resume, made sure that was tidied up with the necessary details that industry was looking for, in particular tech sales. He shared resources with me that helped me prepare for these interviews that I was going on, these first time ever interviews. And we even did some role play. That way I could make sure I was nailing these. And I was actually able to lock down my first job there, 15 minutes from my house in tech sales. It was for a construction marketplace. Basically, it was called Plan Hub. Now I'm approaching 3 years in tech sales. I've made a jump within that industry to a different type of tech. In this case, now it's cybersecurity for a keeper. It's a password manager. And I couldn't be happier because this is actually the industry I wanted to be in cybersecurity. So if it wasn't for Jack, I really don't know what I would be doing now. I definitely wouldn't have the amount of freedom that I have now. And now it's totally remote. So I'm able to be with my dad during some hard health times. So it's an absolute blessing that I met Jack, and Jack was able to help me get me where I am today. And I would recommend him to anyone that's looking at breaking into tech sales.
If you're looking to break into technology sales, I cannot recommend Jack enough. From the very beginning, Jack was so supportive. He'd jump on one-on-one calls with me just to go build out my resume, practice mock interviews, or answer any questions that I had. After just a couple of weeks with working with him, I had multiple job offers in which he also helped me navigate salary and negotiations. As I said in the very beginning, I cannot recommend Jack enough.